Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Europa Universalis 4. So our Russian campaign is over. I did decide to end that once we formed Russia. That was sort of the goal. I was having fun. I mean, we could have kept playing to try and get a few more achievements, but I want to kind of focus in a different direction. Maybe we'll come back to Russia. I'm not sure. It all depends. With the new Common Sense expansion coming out, it's tough to say if the old save files will work. I suspect they won't because the building system is supposed to be incredibly changed in vassal management as well. So we're going to try for another Iron Man run. We're going to try for 3 achievements in one setting. And I think they're all doable. Now the question is, can I do it all before Common Sense comes out? I don't know. I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that, you know, I just won't upgrade. I'll have to watch the automatic upgrades to make sure that doesn't happen, or just roll back a version if I have to keep playing. But we are going to try 3 different achievements that I think land well together. As far as the EU4 wiki rates them, I believe one of them is considered a medium, or maybe 2 of them are medium challenges, and one of them is easy, and one of them, especially how we're going to play, is super easy. So the super easy one out of the way, we're going to get the Down Under achievement, which is just having a colony in Australia. That shouldn't be very hard at all, and you'll see why in a second here. Then we're going to try and get Land of the Eastern Jade. So if you've listened to my updates, you already know where this is going to go. The spoiler is over, but now you might be getting a little clue. And the Land of the Eastern Jade achievement is just as a Buddhist nation have a, it says colonize a province in Central America. So for Down Under, we just have to have a colony. It doesn't even have to be successful. So as long as we get colonial range, we start a colony, that should give us the achievement. For Land of the Eastern Jade, we actually have to finish colonization. Now, we don't need a core. We just need to have finished colonization in Central America, which I believe is defined as... I don't know if it includes Mexico. I think it's actually just from south of Mexico. So it might just be like Panama, Honduras, Guatemala, places like that. I'm not sure what the province names are. In 1444, I have no idea. All right. And the third one we're going to go for is at every continent. And that one we actually have to own a core province on each of the 6 continents. The hardest one is obviously going to be Europe. We're going to start... So that'll tell you right now, we're not starting as European. But you knew that because I wanted to play as Buddhist. So the hardest one is going to be getting a foothold in Europe, because it means we're going to have to come after somebody in here. But that will be much later. So where are we going to start? Well, somewhere in the Buddhist nations. And we're going to start with Ayutthaya. Now, you probably already knew that because you saw the elephant on the preview image. So, you know, and also Let's Play Ayutthaya. Anyway, so that's where we're going to start, is Ayutthaya. It is a Buddhist country, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. And it is in the Chinese tech group, which is not awesome. It's really bad. So what we're going to do, one of the first things I suspect, is going to be try and rush to Africa. I don't know if this was within our colonial range at the beginning. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'd have to check if the Maldives are. But we could do that. We're going to try and race our way over to Africa, where hopefully we will meet up with Portugal or Spain. Well, Castile, and westernize. That's certainly a goal. In order, especially to get one on all 6 continents, we're going to have to be a Western power. There's no way we're going to be able to invade Europe as a Chinese tech group. It's just not going to work. But you could see how close we are to Australia. I mean, anywhere in any of these Australian provinces, just westernize. No problem. So, or not westernize, excuse me, just colonize. Shouldn't be an issue. What are we going to have to worry about? Well, this. Ming is always a concern. They are the big superpower in this part of the world. They're not really tempered by Oirat or Mongolia at this point. They are just too strong. Now, the nice part is that they also have some civil wars going on in the inside, and the Celestial Heaven, I think is the modifier it's called. I can't remember exactly. I've never played as the Ming. But they are affected by things that can decrease or increase autonomy, which makes them weaker in the long run. So they're a little scary. But we've got plenty of natural allies here. We are Ayutthaya. What's our culture group? I don't recall offhand. Where do you find that? I don't remember. I mean, I remember once I get into the game, so we'll just look it up when I get into the game, but I don't remember where it is here. Huh. Well, anyway, we do start with 2 vassals. Since I'm hovering over it, we'll look at that right now. We've got Ligor, which is here, or Ligor perhaps, but I'm going to say Ligor because it's pronounced Igor. And if you know where that is, what that's from, by the way, you are forever my hero. And then Sukhothai, which is here. So we have Ayutthaya, Sukhothai, and Ligor. Those are our big things. So we don't need to conquer Asia. And frankly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some people in the way of Ming. So we could just worry about that. But we will need to grow our power base. One of the natural ways to go is Khmer. Certainly Pegu, and we can go here. Also, you can come down into Brunei, Malacca, and go after the Sunnis. If we choose this route, we're going to have to take religion. And I'd rather not take religious idea group because I want exploration. So that way we can get over to Africa so we can hurry up and westernize, and we can just beat the crap out of all our neighbors because none of them are going to westernize by that time. I think realistically, we are the only colonial power based on the way I'm going to play it in this region, other than Ming. I mean, Ming will colonize over here, but we don't have to worry about them too much. So, Longzhan might be an ally, and Sui may be an ally. Ava, I mean, any of these people are possible allies. Now, some of them are going to hate us. I played a few test games, and sometimes I get friendly allies, sometimes I get neutral, sometimes they're threatened, so a lot of that will factor into the randomization aspect of things. So we start with a 1-2-2, not all that amazing. Our air is a 6-2-2, however, that's fantastic. So, we're going to hope to get our air in place when we can. We've Tech 2 for everything, which is kind of annoying. We need to get up to Tech 3 while we can. And then we've got ideas, which are going to take for a while. We start with Religious Unity plus 20, because I think that's just a Buddhist thing. And then Accepted Culture Threshold minus 10, which is good. So when we integrate provinces, then there'll be no worries. And at the very end, we get better income from vassals. So we're going to see, we might want to try a vassal strategy where we keep some people around feeding us money, which is a good thing, especially if we're going to be off fighting other territories and wars. So the White Elephant is our first one. That's a national tax modifier, which is good. We get a national manpower modifier. Wow, I cannot talk. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. With the Core V system. Foreign mercenaries, it's a lesser mercenary cost, which will be good, especially if we get greater tax power. More money, less cost is always good. We get a free diplomat as our 4th idea, which is fantastic. That'll help us balance everything we need to balance. We have increased trade range, which is okay, not as good as colonial range, of course. We get a stability cost, lesser, no big deal. National unrest, which is nice, but way too late. And then again, at the end, we get income from vassals plus 25. So all this stuff is what we expect. None of this is going to be all that major. We do have a 33 tax base at the beginning. That's sort of nice. It's not fantastic. It's not like Ming itself is 438. Right? We got 33. But it could be worse. Naval force limit starts at 11, the land force limit at 15. And our manpower starts at 15. So we've got possibilities around here. Let's just get into it. What am I going to call this? I'm just going to call this Iron IU because I'm too lazy to type out Ayutthaya. Bam! Go! At some point, I will finish this game to the very end, but I'm not going to start a campaign where I'm going to try and do that right before Common Sense comes out, as I think I might have 2 weeks to finish this. It's possible that I could do it. I'm going to be in Origins. I'm going to Tennessee this week. I'm going to be in Origins next week. Well, I guess when you see this, I'll have already been to Tennessee, and then I'm going to what have you. Oh, my goodness. And EU4 crashes after I go through that giant explanation. Well, let's just see if I can load it right back up quickly, or if it's going to take longer, and I'll just have to scrap this whole video. 9 minutes I've spent in this video already. And do some editing. So let's see. I'm launching it again. Will it boost back up? It looks like... No. Let me just do a quick setting change here. How do I do this? Well, you go to my desktop for a quick second. Isn't that pretty? Binding of Isaac. I do plan to play it. There's Europa again. Okay. Not horrible. Little unprofessional. May edit it out. Don't know. Especially because now we got to wait for EU4 to load again. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But I'm going to keep the video going just because it's easier to splice one video apart than it is to combine two. I mean, it's not that hard either way, right? I do have background in editing, and sound editing. I've been a performer, done recording before. Nothing on the professional level for recording, just some things for personally. I did electronic music as a composer, so I've written quite a bit of EA music or electroacoustic music, and I'm familiar with editing tools and stuff. Audacity is no problem. It's sort of like I mean, it's just a sound recorder, right? It's not like I'm going to install Ardor and have a full digital audio workstation or anything like that. One, I don't really have the sound card for it. You know, I'm just using a Focusrite 2i2 to record my microphone. That's it. The sound card in here it's all on board. It's onboard sound and all that stuff. Hey, did you know skilled advisors are a lot more expensive than less skilled ones? It's a good pro tip. All right, so we're back in. I can't imagine I'm going to be able to load this save because reasons. But it's not like we did anything. So if it happens again, we'll have to scrap the whole video, and that would make me sad. We're going to the cloud. I am just going to delete this because we're in January negative 5,000. Yeah, I want to delete that. I suspect something really bad happened. So, Ayutthaya. Here we come. Woohoo. Oh, I didn't notice that Delhi is in Rebels at the beginning of the game. Interesting. Ayutthaya. All that stuff's the same. Let's play. We're going to call it Iron Buddha. Maybe the Buddha will help protect us this time. Start the Iron Man. Initializing the game. Cross your fingers, everybody. I would hate to have to scrap an 11-minute video. Not that you would know if I scrapped it, because you'd obviously have never heard any of this, because I just scrapped it. I'm getting nervous. Getting nervous. There shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I just finished playing Russia a couple days ago. Granted, it's been a couple of days. I don't think anything's been new. Ah, that's a good sound. We didn't hear that sound before. That means we actually made it into the game mechanic to start the year. Now just get me into the menu. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah! Okay, so we're in. So there was that awkwardness in the middle. That's okay. So let's take stock. Alright, we're paused. I have 8 ships already in 2 different fleets because I have transports. I don't really need the transports off at the beginning, but, I mean, they could be useful, so we'll leave them right now. I've only got 9 and I'm at force limit of 15, so we'll definitely want to build some more of that, but let's take a look around diplomatically. Let's open all this stuff up. The Khmer don't like me. We knew that. That was going to happen. That's been pretty consistent. Open all my windows here. I'm pretty sure that Khmer is just never going to like us, so that's fine. They've already rivaled us, yeah. So we're gonna counter-rival them. They're rival with Malacca and Longzhan. So assuming Longzhan has not rivaled us, that's a natural ally. So we're gonna go to them next. They have not. They have chosen to rival Hasinwi, Khmer, and Ayutthaya. So here's a natural ally. They already like us a bunch. They want to have an ally. Let's improve some relations here, just to get the relations up as high as we can. I mean, we're not going to try and vassalize them because they're too big. Actually, they're not too big, but they are bigger than us. So that's going to be a negative reason. We're all at the same tech level, though. That helps. We have 4 prestige. Woohoo! 4.96. I don't know how that's determined. Could be random. But, you know, we actually don't care about how quickly we do. Let's just get this alliance right off the bat. So we've got Longzhan on our belt. All right, that's one alliance. We know we're going to rival Khmer. Come down here. I suspect, yep, Malacca has rivaled us, so we're going to counter-rival Malacca. Who are these tiny little OPMs in here? Do we care about them? Not really. No. We'll just leave them as a buffer right now for Malacca, but we'll try and go through them at some point. Oh, my vassals have ships too. Excellent. That will prove to be helpful. Let's take a look at Pegu. Pegu likes us. They could get an alliance with them. Would they accept vassalization? No, because their base tax, they say, is too high. I don't know what their base tax is. I don't remember how to actually look at that on this screen. You may not be able to. Personality balanced. I haven't noticed that before. Has that always been here and I've just never noticed that on the AI? I don't know. Let's see. Lan Na hates us, so that's not going to happen. Why do they hate us? They just are hostile. Why? We don't even have the same rivals. What's it matter? Or we don't have opposing rivals. Oh, well. I don't know. An OPM is not really interested me. Pegu is a possibility, though. That is a potential ally as well. I assume we have 4 slots. We do. I already have 2 because of the vassals, so I can only get 1 more alliance. Do I want to use it on Pegu? Could I get Ming? I mean, it seems unlikely. 62 reasons. Neutral. Well, I'm going to build the army strength. That'll help. I could build the navy some. I could improve their opinion. It's possible we could actually ally our version of the Big Blue Blob. But I'm not sure that's the direction I want to go for. Let's just set some rivals. So we'll come into my country here. I got to remember I'm green. I'm green. Alright, so obviously we're going to rival our good choice of that ally. No, Khmer. Khmer hates us. They're going to be a rival. We're going to rival Malacca. Basically, we're doing counter rivals. Alright, my third choice. Pasai, who are you? I don't even know who you are. Oh, you're over here. I suppose I could rival you. I mean, it would make sense to increase my colonial range. Although, is my colonial range over here? There's a map mode for that. Colonial range map mode. Is this it? Nope. Colonial range map mode. There it is. I may need to hotkey this. Our colonial range is 60. Yeah, that's not going to work. How far are you? 60.9. Wow. 69.5. We're right next door. 66.9. Oh, 53. But this is 69. This one's not. Do I only have a port on this side? No, I've got a port right here. Strange. I don't understand colonial range well enough because I've never really played a colonizing power. Well, I could go here. Right, that increases it some. I don't think it's enough to get here. How far are you? 146. This is 52, so I've still got 90 to gap in that. But that, you know, can I go here? I don't even know. Maybe. 60.9. Interesting. I wonder why. I don't know, I'll look into to see how that's configured at some point. So I don't know if I want to do them. Do we need 3 rivals? Yeah, I need 3 rivals. Well, they're my allies, so that's not going to happen. Sai's the only other person that has a negative opinion. We're going to try and ally Pegu. I don't really care about La Naz. I'm going to let this play out a little bit, because if I ally the wrong person... Oh, I need to... Which one of these don't I want? I kind of want them all. Bummer. We'll just have to keep clicking, and we'll get to that later. So we'll see how these alliances play out. Let's see if I want Pegu or La Na. Probably Pegu, and I'm probably saying that wrong too, and I apologize. You know, if you know how to say it and I'm saying it wrong, correct me. I'm okay with that. I don't have that kind of worries. We got to figure out my trade. Let's see. What is our mission? We could improve our prestige. Yeah, right. That's going to take forever. So no. Form an alliance with Longzhan. Hey, I just set a diplomat to do that. Let's get some free diplo power. Don't really care about that. How's my income? No big deal. Trade. We do have to embargo. So we have rivaled you. So I would like to embargo you. And now I need my diplomats back. So let's start the game. We're going to get going. I don't have everything set up yet, but this is enough to get things started. Excellent. Free diplo power. Perfect. An alliance offer from Pegu, alliance offer from Dai Viet. Well, you don't like Dai Viet at all. But they're certainly stronger than Pegu. They, in fact, are rivals. I don't think I want to be allied to a rival. You've chosen Pegu. Well, that answers it. Sorry, Dai Viet. We will accept this alliance offer from Pegu. Alright. So that's our beginning. That's our set. Improve relations with La Na. Angkor. Oh, the Khmer. Okay, we can do that. At least 100. How close are you to that? 8. That's going to take some time. It would be nice. Would you be vassalized? Oh, come on. Your base tax can't be that high. Can it? 3, 6, 10? What's my province base? I'm at 30. That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure I could vassalize them at some point. So that'll happen, but not until after I get this claim on Khmer. So, fabricate a claim, which I can't do until 12th December. So, while we're waiting, we embargo Malacca. And I still haven't picked my third rival. Well, it's not going to be Pegu. It's not going to be Langzang. It's not going to be Lan Na. So we'll do them. I made a third rival. So in 2 days, we'll embargo them. And there we go. I need a mission. We will select this mission. Good to get some points. And then we'll fabricate a claim. Which I can do 12th December. Oh my god, I'm playing on speed 1. Whew. Okay, well that would explain why things felt so slow. Let's get at least to the 12th December. We'll start this fabrication, and go from there. We'll finish setting up in the next video, and get to see about maybe getting some advisors. It's kind of money, I don't know. Royal marriage from Langzang? Absolutely, yeah. We're going to be in bed with you for a long time, so please do. I probably should have waited to see if my leader or their leader was older to try and make that as high as possible, but it's okay. Alright, there we go. We've got things well underway to the beginning of our campaign here. We're going to see how this happens as it plays out. I hope you enjoyed this beginning episode. Please accept my apologies for the couple of minutes in the middle, but everything seems to be working stably now, and I'm going to play a whole bunch of episodes before turning it off again, so this should be good. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated for all of the various things that I'm doing around here. And until next time, cheers.